Jennifer Airey, partner and Heart and Mind Strategies, joins us right now. Hey, Jennifer, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing well. Thank
Good.
you.
Well, thanks for joining us. Okay, so explain this to me. I'm a guy who does now. Hey, Jennifer, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing well. Thank
Good.
you.
Well, thanks for joining us. Okay, so explain this to me. I'm a guy who does parts of the country that something like liquor is owned or regulated in effect by the government, and not it's always regulated, but I mean you can't have a private owner sell the stuff. It has to be a government facility.
That's right. In fact, it's not common at all. It seems quite obscure. The only other state to have a situation like this is Utah. That's it. Utah and Pennsylvania.
All right, so what is the purpose, in your view, of why is this the way it is?
That's it. Utah and Pennsylvania.
All right, so what is the purpose, in your view, of why is this the way it is?
This is the way that they would want it, or if they want the government to actually get out of the business of selling liquor and wine and spirits and put it into the hands of private retailers, and they do. I can't bring you back to the reasons why it happened in the first place. It's an antiquated system that doesn't seem to be modernized with the rest of the country in any means.
All right, so then why is it still in place when the polls show that I think a new survey shows that 66% of likely voters wanted to privatize, want to deprivatize the system. I mean, what is it? Is there a union involved? What do you think is behind it?
Well, some of the arguments that have been put out by what we would call the opposition, meaning those that don't want to change, are that it is going to cost 5,500 union jobs. Now, that argument doesn't hold up among the people of Pennsylvania because they realize that if you take those jobs away, you actually are creating more jobs in the private sector. You're creating more small businesses. And, of course, you're keeping money that goes across the state lines right now to buy liquor or wine in New Jersey or Delaware or Maryland. You're going to keep that money inside Pennsylvania.
Now, Jennifer, are all the prices, everything costs the same in every store since it's run by the state, or are there competing prices?
Well, there is not competing prices. What happens is just a few people decide not only what prices are set, but they decide what is purchased, what's offered to the people of Pennsylvania, which is something else that irks residents because they don't have the kind of selection or diversity that they would have if it was more of a free market system.
We're talking right now, very interesting, to Jennifer Airey, partner and Heart and Mind Strategies, here on the Steve Malzberg Show, about the fact that in Pennsylvania, all the liquor, wine and booze is sold through the government and not privatized at all. Is this ever been? I mean, I don't need to go back from the beginning, but is this an issue in elections? I mean, do Pennsylvanians feel strong enough about this that this has been an issue in statewide elections, and that has there been attempts in the legislature in the past, I don't know, 5-10 years to change this?
Well, there has been and there should be, and other things seem to get in the way. And another thing that we asked about in our survey was whether people would be more likely to support their state legislator if they were willing to favor this kind of measure to make the change, and they are. So there's some discrepancy going on here where the residents, from people who are clearly registered voters, people who are definitely going to vote in the next election, and even just consumers at large in Pennsylvania, they're all saying, the majority are saying they want something to happen, and for some reason the legislature just isn't listening.
All right. Well, we'll have to keep an eye on this and see what happens. Next time I have Rick Santorum on, I'm going to talk to him about this because I never knew about this, and maybe he could set me straight. But anyway, look, thanks for coming on and talking about it. I mean, is there anything people of Pennsylvania could do other than what they've been doing? Taking surveys, and maybe if they feel strongly enough, I'm sure they're calling their legislators. Anything else they could do? Is there an organized effort, a website, or anything like that?
Well, there is more information at the Commonwealth Foundation. You can go on their website. And
CommonwealthFoundation.org.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I know Keystone Politics also keeps on this issue, so you've got this bipartisan effort that's trying hard to make a difference here. And I think they have to keep their voices up, and especially in this political climate, to show that there's an issue that Democrats and Republicans and independents across
Could
the board
all agree on, right?
Exactly. Let's
Yeah.
have a nice win.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Jennifer. Good talking to you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Jennifer